The day the working girl married into the wealthy family. She squatted on the floor like a laborer eating Western food. The scene immediately drew the attention of the guests at the banquet. No one expected a billionaire wife to behave so crudely. Soon she became the target of laughter. A wave of self-consciousness rose in her. She lowered her head even further. A child asked if those people were laughing at them. The girl apologized, saying she was sorry for embarrassing him. At that moment, the CEO husband noticed her awkward situation. He picked up a plate of vegetables from the table and squatted down next to her to eat. Seeing this, the CEO's father also took a plate and sat cross-legged beside them. The grandfather told the child that eating like this made the food taste better. Why hadn't he told him sooner? Seeing this, the guests quieted down. They commented that squatting to eat actually looked elegant, and vowed to try it themselves in the future. The girl's eyes welled up with tears. She had thought marrying into a wealthy family was already a great fortune, but she never expected the CEO's family to protect her like this. Originally, the girl had been a laborer at a construction site, working from dawn to dusk to earn her son's tuition. The little boy felt sorry for her working so hard and had started collecting trash at a young age. But the woman's father was biased. Every day he and her older brother would steal the money she earned. Even the money the little boy collected from trash wasn't spared. That day the unscrupulous father took their living expenses. A well-dressed CEO found them and said he wanted them to act in a scene, offering a reward of 100,000 yuan. Soon the mother and son got into the CEO's car. They learned that the CEO had been pressured into marriage by his father for years. This time he had no choice but to find someone to pose as his wife and child. Meanwhile, the family patriarch was overjoyed to hear the CEO was bringing a wife and child back. He immediately instructed his subordinates to buy the shopping mall as a gift. But just as he was excited, the CEO's second uncle poured cold water. He claimed the CEO could not be married and that the child must be fake. How could they suddenly have a son without even dating? It had to be a child picked up from the street to trick him. Hearing this, the patriarch began to doubt as well. After all, a grandson appearing out of nowhere did seem strange. Soon the CEO and the mother and son arrived at the old mansion. The patriarch was about to expose the CEO, but the little boy ran to him, hugging him and kept calling him grandfather. Hearing this, the old man's heart was delighted. Whether or not he was his biological grandson didn't matter. He smiled and led them into the house. Back in the room, the old man grew fonder of the little boy. Even the second uncle's warnings were ignored. Seeing this, the second aunt pretended to approach the boy, but secretly plucked a strand of his hair while no one was paying attention. Once everyone left, she took out the hair. The second uncle asked what it was. She said it was the child's hair for a DNA test. The result would be announced at the patriarch's birthday banquet the next day. The next day the patriarch celebrated his 80th birthday. The second uncle had secretly investigated the mother and son's identity, planning to expose them during the banquet. If successful, the CEO would have no heir and their son would inherit all his wealth. Soon the CEO arrived with the mother and son. The little boy even drew a picture for the patriarch, wishing him many descendants. This made the old man laugh heartily and grow even fonder of the boy. The banquet officially began, but the mother and son embarrassed themselves for the first time. Not knowing proper etiquette, they squatted casually against the wall. The guests began laughing at them. This delighted the second uncle and aunt. They assumed the mother and son would be humiliated for sure, but the